And when LeBron talks about the part where Kyrie and him didn't align as far as trying to get Kyrie the MVP, I'm like, LeBron, you so full of it, man. Like you was not looking out for Kyrie's interest in that aspect. There was no because if you was really about that action and trying to get Kyrie the MVP, you would have been about that action as well. Where you should have campaigned for Anthony Davis to win league MVP this year. Because the people that really know basketball, they know that Anthony Davis was doing majority of the work, majority of the leg work, both ends of the floor, while you out here getting majority of the credit. And on top of that, LeBron also says Kyrie, you was looking out for Kyrie's well-being on and off the court. If that was the case, LeBron, you wouldn't have tried to trade Kyrie behind his back when you're trying to go after Chris Paul after y'all won the championship. Talk about that. You don't want to talk about that? You're getting your banana boat buddy over there after what Kyrie did for you. Kyrie hitting a big shot. After Kyrie tried to give you the ball back, you was like, nah, I don't want it. You got it. Because you know you ain't built like that. You know you ain't built like that. So get out of here talking about you looking out for Kyrie and his well-being the entire time. Because if that was the case, you would have reached out to him when he went to Boston. After he got traded to Boston, you would have reached out to him and everything. But we didn't hear one story about that, about you reaching out to Kyrie still, seeing if y'all was still cool or not. We didn't hear one damn story about that. And then Kyrie goes to Brooklyn. We don't hear nothing about you. We don't hear nothing about you reaching out to Kyrie then. So get out of here with that crap, man. You need to stop lying. Get on with this bull, man. Yes, he's a liar. He's full of it. Come on, man. A bunch of nonsense. I'm getting sick of this guy, man. And people won't tell me that I need to go to therapy when I talk about LeBron. No, y'all need to go to therapy. Y'all need to go to therapy because y'all blinded by this bull crap you'll see on TV. Y'all watch ESPN and Fox Sports 1 every day, listening to that same old lying bull crap about LeBron James every damn day. I come on this show, the reason why I'm doing this, to bring y'all the truth, to undo that ridiculous programming when it comes to LeBron James. Yeah, LeBron James is a great player, he's a great talent, but he's not who y'all think he is. He ain't on that level. Sorry. Man. Give me a minute, man. Give me a minute.
Sorry.
At the end of the day, LeBron has always looked out for himself and his own well-being. He ain't looked out for those damn teammates. Every time he just left the situation, he's left his teammates hung and dry. We ain't heard one story about LeBron reaching out to his teammates saying, thank you for, trying to give me the championship, trying to give me as many championships as possible. Before leaving, we ain't hear one story about that. He just leaves these guys hung and dry like they did something to him. When your ass wasn't coming up on your end, especially in 07, your first NBA Finals, I ain't really get on you too tough about that. But at the end of the day, you had an opportunity to win at least 2 of those games in the 2007 NBA Finals. The role players did their job. Big Z averaged over 10 rebounds per game. Bobby Gibson was averaging double-digit points. Drew Gooden was averaging double-digit points. And they was shooting the ball efficiently from the field. But your ass, they was waiting for your ass to deliver. But you couldn't do it because Coach Pop know that you don't understand defenses. And they was locking your ass up. And then we gonna go to 2011 NBA Finals in Miami. Your ass folded in too. Only averaging 17 points and 8 rebounds per game. D Wade and Chris Bosh out here doing the leg work because your ass still don't know how to read defenses. Shea Bayer had to come in there and help your ass out as far as reading defenses because you wouldn't listen to the coaching staff. And then you finally became successful. There's some factors grown in. You know what I'm saying? You did foul Kevin Durant in Game 2 of the 2012 NBA Finals, and they didn't call it because the NBA didn't want an NBA Finals celebration in Oklahoma City. We get that. And then, James Harden, he went out partying in Miami, not knowing the magnitude of the NBA Finals. But hey, you took advantage of it. You got the job done and everything. But hey, it was a lockout year. Don't forget that. That was a lockout year. And we know during that lockout year, you and Kevin Durant played an exhibition game, the Goodman League, as a matter of fact, and KD was busting your ass. So, and I always said Kevin Durant's been a better player than you. That's always been the case. And I'm still sticking with that. But then the next year, in the Spurs series, you did earn that one, okay? I'll give you that one. But at Game 6, let's not forget, when you did bring the Miami Heat back in the game, you also folded down the stretch. You had 3 turnovers. You had 2 missed shots. And if it was for Chris Bosh getting down there, getting the rebound, taking advantage of Tim Duncan being on the bench and kicking it out to Ray Allen, you would have lost again, brother. You would have lost again, man. So you had another game in game 7 in which you did your thing. You balled out, whatever. I give you credit for that. But all those other times, man, like at the end of the day, I just want to tell everybody this. LeBron is not who y'all think he is, okay? And I don't get how people put him in that high regard when he has a losing record on the big stage in comparison to everybody else. I'm looking at all the other top players in NBA history that get mentioned in the top 10. They all have winning records. They've usually showed up in the finals. And like, before people say, Jerry West had his downfalls, Will Chamberlain had his downfalls. Yeah, but here's the thing with Will Chamberlain though. Let me touch on him real quick. Will Chamberlain, he was so dominant, they started putting rules in place to slow him down. That's how good he is. They put rules in place. They put rules in place for like, guys that can, like Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, so they won't keep beating up on LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been beating up on LeBron most of the time in the NBA Finals. LeBron's had rules in place to where he can be successful. You see why big men aren't success. You see why there aren't many legit big men in the NBA right now, because the only way LeBron's successful is if the lane is clear. Like, if the lane is clear, LeBron go out here and do this thing. But if LeBron plays with a legit big man, he can't really be as effective because he needs the lane clear to do his thing. And all of a sudden, the game is kind of transforming to that manner. You know what I'm saying? With a few teams. And of course, there's other teams that kind of play like the bad boy Pistons in their style of offense. Get that stretch 5, that can play inside and outside. But I'm just going to wrap this up here, man. Kyrie didn't do anything wrong for real, man. You guys need to get off Kyrie's sack, man. You guys need to stop making Kyrie the villain, man. Kyrie was just saying his thoughts. He never mentioned LeBron's name. I can understand if he mentioned LeBron's name, he could be a little different, but he never mentioned his name. Even though we do know that's who we talking about. At the end of the day, stop villainizing Kyrie. But I also want to say this to Kyrie. Kyrie, man, yes, I understand that you don't want to do media talk. You don't want to talk to the media as much. I get that. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. But at the same time, you got to show up and prove, man, because you have not been healthy the past few years. You got to go out there and prove that you can stay healthy and do your thing with Kevin Durant. Here's your opportunity, my brother.